And then you're also going to need an extra pair of dry, warm, preferably wool socks. Hello, welcome to Waypoint Survival. Today, I want to show you how I stay warm even in the winter without a fire. Stay tuned. Sometimes you get into a situation where it's just not possible to have a fire. You could be stealth camping, or maybe you're just in an area where there's not a whole lot of firewood. A lot of desert areas are like that, and so you're trying to be very careful of using any fuel, or you could just be in a place where there's a fire ban, but it's still cold. So what do you do? Well, here's a couple of tricks that I learned a few years ago. I use it all the time, and it helps me stay warm, even without a fire, in very cold temperatures, even below 0 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm out here in the backcountry of Pennsylvania on one of my relatives' properties, and I got my little tarp set up here, and I thought I'd just show you how I like to sleep warm when it's cold. And obviously we all like that. And of course we know there's thermal underwear, we know there's hot water bottles, there's you can warm up a hot stone and put it inside of a sock and stick it down inside of your sleeping bag with you. All of those things work. But eventually they cool down. And after a couple hours, maybe 3 hours, they really aren't putting out much more heat, and they kind of get down to just your body temperature. But one thing that continues to work are these hand warmers. Now, these are rated for 10 hours. A lot of people are familiar with this. They're lightweight. This is a double pack, and so you can carry 4 of these really easy. I have a couple of packs here. And so they're really nice just to throw in your pack just at the last minute, or just to keep in there all the time. Now, they do expire after a while, but they're pretty small and they don't take up a whole lot of room, and so I like to keep a few in my backpack, especially when I'm in a winter camping trip, survival type scenario, training situation. I just like to know that I have something that's going to provide me some external heat without needing to have a fire. Now, to make this system work properly, you're going to need a couple of things. First of all, you need some sort of a fleece that has a zip-up pocket on each side. That's so you can not lose them. And then you're also going to need an extra pair of dry, warm, preferably wool socks. So the first thing you do after you take them out of the package and allow them to activate, they are activated by being in the air. You're going to take one and put it in each pocket on each side of your fleece, and what that does, after you zip that up, of course, that holds it right next to the core of your body, which is very, very important to keep your core warm. The next thing you want to do is you want to, of course, take off your boots that you've been hiking in and put on a dry pair of clean socks. You don't want any dampness in your socks, because if you do, your feet will still be cold. But what you want to do is activate your third charcoal hand warmer, and you want to put it right in the arch of your foot, just like this, and then you put your other sock over top of it. Now, this has to be done kind of in tandem, so what I will do is I'll go ahead and I'll pull this sock on first, and then I'll take the hand warmer and I'll tuck it back up under the sock using my hand until it's in the right spot. Now, that will stay there all night long. That will ride right in that arch. Then you pull the socks up. You do that to both feet. Then you climb in bed. Now, this will make your foot really thick and bulky. Obviously, you're trying to keep heat in. You've got the hand warmer trapped there, so you're going to have a bit of a lump on each foot when you walk. But what you want to do if you have to get up in the middle of the night to use the restroom, you want to make sure that your boot's completely opened up, that you have as much room as possible so that you can just easily slip your boot on during the night and wiggle those on just like that so that you can get up and walk around. And of course you want to tuck the laces inside so they're not flopping out. But then when you get back, it's a most simple matter just to pull them off and then go right back to bed. And of course, along with the fleece and the socks, I also sleep in really good high quality thermals. So 2 pairs of socks, thermals, a top and bottom, and a nice fleece with zippered pockets. And along with the sleeping bag and everything else, it's a really great system to sleep warm without a fire. Of course, along with that, you'll want to have a good mattress, some sort of a thermal barrier underneath you, and a good quality sleeping bag. This is just a light weather sleeping bag just for demonstration purposes. But once you get all that figured out, using the hand warmers right here the core and 2 at the feet. You can sleep warm even in temperatures below 0 Fahrenheit. I've done it, and it works well. This is James Bender for Waypoint Survival. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also make sure and check out the links in the description box below, just under the More button. And while you're down there, you'll also find our waypointsurvival.com link. And this is where you can sign up to take great survival and bushcraft training classes at our beautiful facility in Southern Ohio. And if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the channel. We'd really appreciate it. And when you do subscribe, make sure and press that bell button so that you can stay notified of all of our upcoming videos, and we'll talk to you next time.